Hello, I'm Melissa Pavlakis for Asia Business News with the Australian Market Report of March 20. US stocks retreated overnight, led by some financial firms as investors digested the Federal Reserve's latest stimulus measures. Yesterday, Australian shares closed 1% higher as most sectors surged. The benchmark S&P ASX 200 index rose 33.9 points at 3480.2, while the All Ordinaries index was up 0.9% or 30.60 points at 3416.8. The local mining and energy sectors could be buoyed by the rising gold and oil prices today, despite the negative lead from the US. At 11:45 today, the S&P ASX 200 index was up 8 points to 3408. Market analyst Thomas Su states that there has been some recoveries across the REIT sectors, especially on the small-sized REITs, believing that the next round of consolidation is starting very soon as the credit crunch concerns are becoming more clarified and more buying in REITs could be considered at the moment. Turning to some key economic facts and figures for the day. The Australian Bureau of Statistics said sales of new cars fell 3.5% in February, seasonally adjusted to 73,190 units. This number has dropped for the 14th consecutive month in the year to February 2008. Total new car sales fell by 18%. Now for some mergers and acquisition news. The Foreign Investment Review Board has extended the approvals review period for the takeover bid by China's Anshan Iron and Steel Group Corp to purchase Jindelbai Metals. Oz Minerals said the Australian regulator may rule on the metals an Australian $2.6 million offer by the end of the month. Fortescue Metal Group said that the foreign investment regulator issued an order to delay proposed investment by China's Henan Valin Iron and Steel Group. In important corporate news, BHP Billiton says a contractor has been killed at Newman in Western Australia. Construction work has been suspended at the Newman Hub construction site. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission launched legal action against Telstra for the telecom's refusal of other telecommunication companies access to the copper wire at 7 key telephone exchanges in Australia's largest cities. Heart pump developer Ventrica has called in the administrators. Ventrica said the company had failed to raise funds to carry it through to the end of June this year. And Macquarie Airports has said that the passenger traffic continued to decline across its portfolio of global airports in February, with traffic at its key Sydney airport down 7.8% from this time last year. Goodman Fielder has raised $100 million Australian from a bilateral revolving loan facility with the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. The company will raise a further $30 million through its dividend reinvestment plan, which has been underwritten to 50% by the Commonwealth Bank. Murchison Metals announced that the Premier of Western Australia today signed a state development agreement for the Oakajee Port and Rail Infrastructure Project. Murchison and Mitsubishi each hold a 50% economic interest, which will deliver a world-class open access infrastructure solution for the emerging resources industry in Western Australia's Midwest. You've been watching the Australian Market Report for March 20. I'm Melissa Pavlakis for Asia Business News.